Hey, what's up, guys? So it looks like Elijah Wood is a bit surprised upon hearing that they're going to be making new Lord of the Rings movies. Is that coming from a place of wariness? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's check out this article. Now, shortly after the new Lord of the Rings movies were announced, Elijah is reacting to the studio's plans in a profile by GQ. Let's see what he had to say. I'm fascinated and I'm excited. I hope it's good. I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised because, of course, there would be more movies. I feel like a lot of people are surprised because Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings are like S-tier movies. And now for studios to come around and say, hey, we're continuing on from that, it's like, whoa, are you guys going to be able to live up to what Peter Jackson did? And it also has to do with the whole commercialization of the industry now. With all these movies and all these studios trying to cash in on big brands and big franchises, a lot of people feel like Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth, Tolkien is so revered that it shouldn't be touched. It shouldn't be ruined by modern-day cinema, right? So that's why I feel like that's where this surprise comes from for a lot of people, and probably subconsciously that's where Elijah Wood is, where it's coming from for Elijah Wood. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but what do you guys think? So let's keep reading here. So obviously at the core of that is a desire to make a lot of money. It's not that a bunch of executives are like, let's make really awesome art. So he's seeing it. He's seeing that it's an endeavor to make money. And again, not begrudging anybody because, of course, it is commerce. But great art can come from commerce. So those two things are not mutually exclusive. And yeah, that's good to point out there. Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy didn't come out of that place. See, this is where I'm sure Elijah Wood is a bit worried because he obviously cares. If you've seen any interview with Elijah Wood, he put his heart and soul into that experience of filming The Lord of the Rings, and you can tell he has some real fond memories of that, being on that set, and seeing him in interviews makes me wish that I was there on that set. That would have been awesome. But anyways, so Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy didn't come out of that place. It came out of a passion for these books and wanting to see them realized. So while he's acknowledging that great art can come from commerce, he is creating that distinction and saying that Peter Jackson's trilogy didn't come from that place. It came from a pure place of passion for the books and wanting to see them on screen. It came from a place of love. That's something we did not see with the Rings of Power. The Rings of Power came from a place of commerce, right? Great art can come from commerce, but that wasn't the case with the Rings of Power, in my opinion. And I hope that is ultimately what will drive everything forward in whatever these subsequent movies are. See? The reason why he has to hope that is because he knows that this has been brought into question in the past with all these other franchises, with these studios using these big franchises as cash grabs and not putting the care and love that Peter Jackson did into the Lord of the Rings trilogy. They're not putting that care and love into these newer movies. I just hope that it's the same motivating factor at its core. I don't think so, Elijah. I really don't, unfortunately. Whenever they hire a screenwriter and filmmaker, that it is with reverence for Tolkien's material and enthusiasm to explore it. See, that's why he's surprised, because he's surprised that Tolkien's work might not be treated with reverence. We might get a slew of movies. We might get a Tolkien cinematic universe of movies that don't respect Tolkien. And that's why he's surprised, I think. Hopefully what Elijah Wood is saying comes true, that, he's hoping that Tolkien's work is treated with reverence, and that reverence will be a mainstay in the whole production, from the hiring to post-production to the marketing to everything, you know what I mean? But if we're looking at past projects that we've seen come out of Hollywood, it's hard to stay hopeful, you know what I mean? It is hard to stay hopeful. I do have hope for the Rohirrim movie, that animated movie that's coming out. And we touched on another article earlier about these movies that Peter Jackson, Philippa Boyens, Fran Walsh were all involved from the genesis of this idea of bringing back Lord of the Rings onto the big screen. So there is still some hope, I feel like. And I do like the world of Middle-earth, and I do want to see more of Middle-earth on screen, but I want it to be done well. I want it to be done with respect. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about these upcoming Lord of the Rings movies? What do you guys think about Elijah Wood's words here? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.